What is up, my Forex family? Okay, if I sound a little quiet, it's because my baby is sleeping in the other room. But I wanted to bring you this video on market structure. Okay, as you can see, we're using TradingView. Again, as traders, we use the best type of charting software, and that charting software we use is TradingView. If you want to be a trader, you got to invest in good charting software. So I'll leave a link below, and all my students get 50% off TradingView. I subscribe to TradingView. I use TradingView for my charting software, and this is what I'm using to teach you how to trade. So if you want to be a trader, get TradingView. All my students get 50% off. I got a special discount for you guys. Anyways, ignore my Bitcoin alert. Bitcoin is just moving in my direction. Anyways, okay, so after you've signed up for your TradingView account, you can get a 30-day free trial. Sign up for the Pro Plus account. Just start your free trial, and then you can take this course and learn with me. Okay, so here, make sure you're on GBP USD. If you haven't loaded that in, just go here and type GBP USD, and you should see right here GBP USD. Just click on that and it'll bring up a chart. Okay, so today we're going to talk about market structure. So I want you to do this. So watch the video once and then go ahead and do the same thing I'm going to show you. So in TradingView, go to GBP USD and you go to your daily chart. So right up here, you see I clicked on D so every one of these bars is 1 day. So this is a lot of data here. So if you can look here, this data is starting from March. I've zoomed all the way out because I'm about to show you something, but this is from like 2005 all the way to recent, but we're going to go through it. So anyways, so just zoom out like I'm doing, and here I'm going to take you on a walk through market structure. So you can see I've already marked up right here my monthly levels. I'm going to have another video on how to draw in proper support and resistance, but you can see, just make a note here, I have my monthly resistance here already in red. I have weekly resistance right here. I also have monthly resistance right here and weekly resistance here. So that's just going to be another video on drawing in monthly support and resistance lines. But anyway, so once they're on your charts, just make a note of those. And then here, this is what I want you to look for. Market structure. The markets move in a particular pattern. And if you look carefully, you're going to discover something. And I'm going to show you that. Okay, so let's go through the walk through market structure. So you can see here, price right around here, price was coming up and it hit a bit of a wall. And that wall had to do with hitting a weekly level. So it hit a weekly level, got rejected, and this is where we start market structure. So as you can see, price fell down here, came back up a bit, and then went down a bit. So before we jump into market structure, I need to teach you what I mean by 100% retrace. So as you can see right here, right at this level, price came down to about here and then came up here. So this is going to be 0.1. So see how price comes down to this point and then comes all the way back up. This is what I want you to know as 100% retrace. So right here, we had a 100% retrace. Price came down. Price started here, came down, and came all the way back up. So that's went all the way and came back. So that means retrace means to come back. So it started here and came all the way back. So we're going to call that 100% retrace. Just remember that. That's what I mean by 100% retrace. And then price came up here, and we were expecting, you guys ask me, well, how do you know when to buy and when to sell? Well, watch right here. See, price could have fell here, but instead it started its market structure. So right here, we're going to call this a low. Price started from here, made a high. So we're going to call this a high. So I drew this channel in here, but look, this is what price always does. It first takes off from a certain point, makes a high, then makes a higher low. And I want you to draw this in just so you can see it like I'm showing you. So a high, higher low. Then it got shot up to here, made another, we call it a higher high, and then a higher low. So why it's called a higher low is because it's a low, but it's a higher low. This is a higher low than this guy right here. And right here, this is a high, and this is a higher high. So this is what market structure does. It makes a higher low, higher high. So we're going to continue. I want you to draw this in on your own chart. Do the same thing I'm doing, making note of a higher high, a higher low. Price came up, made a higher high, higher low. And then as you can see, it starts getting a little more compacted. But again, price eventually came up, made a higher high than this guy. So it made a higher high. And this is where I want you to pay attention. So price came up, made a higher high, higher low, started getting a little bit started slowing down. See how it's kind of slowing down? And then it still managed to make a higher high. And this is where I want you to pay attention. It then made a higher low. So this is a higher low, higher high, higher low. So what are we expecting now? We're expecting it to make a higher high. Price should continue and make a higher high. If it doesn't, what we call a break of structure. So see, look, this is where 100% retrace comes in. So when price made a higher high over here, came down here, made a higher low, we expected it to make a higher high, but it got held by this red line here, and this red line is our monthly level. So it came up here and came back down. So right here, this is the 100% retrace. So price made a higher low, came back up to the monthly resistance and retraced 100% and actually broke the structure right there. This is what we call break a structure, when price goes beyond 100% retrace. So from here, price was supposed to go up and then came back down 100% and actually broke through. It broke through. Let me move this guy. Price broke through. And this is what we call break a structure. Came back up, retested. See this line? It came back up, retested this level, and then continued down. So there's a break of structure, and it made a lower low. This is whenever there's a break of structure, this is when the trend changes. I want you to make note of that. So see here, price was coming up, 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 made a break of structure, and when there's a break of structure, you see price make a 100% retrace. It came up and came down. This is where the 100% retrace was broken, and it made a lower low. Then it made a lower high, and then it dropped, made a lower low, came up to the monthly level, made a lower high, and then continued down. It got rejected by our monthly level. This is our monthly level, got rejected, came down. So we were expecting, so see here, this is our lower low, lower high. We were expecting it to make a lower low, right? But what happened? Instead, it just made a low. So it's a higher low than this. We'll just call it a low. Came up here. 1 second. Where's my 100% retrace? Sorry, let me grab this. So price came here, made a lower low, lower high, lower low. We were expecting it to make a lower low. Instead it made a low, came back up, it did a 100% retrace, so it went down, came back up. We call that a 100% retrace. And here it had to make a decision. Do I break structure? Because when it makes a higher high, you break structure. But right here, it hasn't surpassed this level. See, price came down, came here. This is where its starting point, went down, retraced 100% from here, and then got rejected, came down. Still, we're going to call this a higher low because they didn't make a lower low yet. Call it a higher low. It's now back at this same level. Here, look what happens. Check what happens. It has to either break out of this level that got rejected 3 times. See this? We got rejected here. It got rejected here. And now, the 3rd time, at our, this is up, see this red line? It's a monthly level. It has to make, price has to make a decision. Do I break out? Or do I go back down? And what happened? What we call a failed breakout, and price actually did not, it broke that level but got rejected and came back down. And look what happened. It continued its pattern. It made a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. And see here, see how it maintained the overall larger structure. So this was a lower high. I drew this trend line in by marking this point right here and right here, touched the line. So I actually, let me show you how I did this. I made this green line touch this point and this point, and then I dragged it, what we call drag it into the future. So touch this point, drag it into the future, and look what happens. Price maintains. It hits a trend line, also a monthly level, makes a lower high, and continues downwards. So now this is where we're not in the future anymore, we're in the present. So right now, this is where price is. See how price is stopped right here? The market is closed right now. We are now at a new point. Either we make a lower low, or we get rejected at this monthly level and we go up, test this monthly level, or we get bounced back down. Maybe we break structure and we shoot up. This is a possibility. But as you can see, the market moves in this pattern. It makes a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, or a higher high and a higher low. And when it changes directions, it makes a break a structure, and it makes a 100% retrace and continues on in a new direction. So what I want you to do is I want you to practice what I showed you here. I want you to on your charts, watch this video again and just understand. I want you to draw in all these, practice drawing in these lines, these lower lows, 100% retrace, look for break a structure. I want you to practice this, because when you can identify which way the market's moving, our job is to trade in that direction and we make money. So thanks for watching this video on market structure. Watch it a few times, practice it on your TradingView account. If you haven't signed up for TradingView, I'm going to leave a link. All my students get a 50% discount because I worked that deal for you guys. And start using the same charting software that I'm using. We, as a group, use TradingView, and that's how I teach. So this program's free for right now, and I hope you guys liked it. Thanks for watching.